I don't care how fast a caterpillar can run, it can never fly until it goes into a cocoon and experience a transformation. This is for people who know that life is serious, who want to live before they die, who don't want to die an unlived life. This conversation for people who want to see the world before they leave the world. This conversation is for people who say, I'm not mentally fit to work for somebody doing something that's not me for the rest of my life. This conversation is for somebody who said, I'm going to do what I can with what I have. This thing called life is for living, for laughing. Live the life you love and love the life you live. And decide that you're going to do what you can with what you have to leave it in better shape than how you found it. This thing called life is just so unpredictable. When things go wrong, don't go with them because they're going to go wrong. And so having a strategy, a game plan, a ritual to train your mind to observe things and not buy into the things that you see. Keep thine eyes single. You know, sometimes when you're going through some stuff, it seems like life is just piling on you and you don't know where to turn. You feel overwhelmed and there are things happening to you that's beyond your control. There's nothing you can do but keep the faith. And life is about walking by faith and not by sight. It's about taking a chance on you. And sometimes we feel fearful and full of anxiety with all the stuff that's going on. You got some magic in you. And I want you today to know that the rest of your life will be the best of your life. You have something special. You have greatness in you. And you have the power in you to overcome anything that you're facing. So I'm saying to you, you have something special. You have greatness in you. And become active in this thing called life. Don't settle. Don't settle. Life has no duplicate. Don't settle. Life is not about excuses. Life is about result. So life is full of distractions. And so I want you to think about what are your goals and you have to begin to focus on you. Don't allow yourself to be so distracted that you don't keep the main thing, and find your center and find peace. And thank God that you're still here to live your life the way you want to leave your life. See, sometimes we have to wake up. There's something that Bob Proctor said. Most people are where they are because of ignorance. And I'd like to add to that, not only ignorance, but the lack of will, the lack of willingness to do what's required to change their situation. And because of compliance, they settle. See, no, nothing works unless you work. Your willingness to learn, whosoever will. If you're willing to learn, no one can stop you. If you're not willing to learn, no one can help you. You have greatness in you. Get in a community of collaborative, achievement-driven, supportive relationships. People who have goals and dreams. People who are going in the direction of where you're going. As you begin to dig in and start thinking your life, rethinking it and looking at yourself, why is that important? Because this is a new space that requires a new skill set. Einstein said the thinking that has brought me this far has created some problems that this thinking can't solve. If you do the same thing that got you here, that won't serve you in this new space where we are. So self-awareness is very important. Am I being me? Am I being true to myself? Am I doing the things that I need to do to keep myself on the path to do the things that as I go forward where I am an asset to my family and not a liability? Jim Rohn said, is your life a warning or is it an example? A warning of not to do or an example of what to do? So Taking care of yourself. You got to be true to yourself. You got to have a ritual to take care of yourself. And you know this. And it's very important. And sometimes we need to be reminded of what we know. Bet on you. Invest in you. Increase your value. And don't put it off. Because the clock is ticking. It's ticking. There goes a second. There goes another second. There goes another second. And all the power in the world can't bring it back. Life ain't playing with us. The future belongs to those who create it. That's what's going to happen. What you create. That's what's going to happen for you and for the people that you love and for the people that you care about. Live your life the way that you want to lead your life. Whatever your goal and dream is, I can share with you based upon my experience, it's possible and it's necessary. You got to decide, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make this happen. But not just that, but also who you have to be in order to do that. Because at the end of the day, and you know this, being with Fab, that people don't live life as it is. You live life as you are. So just determining who are you now and who is it you need to be for this vision that you see of yourself, because life is very challenging. It's sometimes up, sometimes down. Sometimes things go well and sometimes they don't go so well. It's a roller coaster. And so be true to you and decide the things that you envision for yourself, the reason that you're there, the goals that you've set, the relationships that you're building. Make sure that it represents who you are and the things that you envision. You got to have a mindset that I'm going to do this, just like we got started out. Some stuff happened. It's called life. Think it not strange that you're faced the fiery furnaces of this world. You will, not you might. You will have tribulations. Determine what is it that you really want. That's major. What do I really want? And so when you look at the things that you want, creating special moments, it's been said, is not the number of breaths that you take, but the number of breaths that takes, the number of moments that you create that takes your breath away. When we look at ourselves, we got to ask, what's really important? Making a decision, and this time that you're there to rethink your life, what's necessary for you that you want to do before you check out. Make it important to know what drives you and what's most important now. There are things that used to be important to me, they're no longer important. We know that life has no guarantee. Life, it's uncertain. Life, it's unpredictable. Life, it's coming for us every day. It's saying, I ain't playing with you. It's going to take us out. One way or the other, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So you want to live life now. You don't want to die an unlived life. You want to have the kind of courage and figure it out. You don't have to know how to do it. Leap and grow your wings on the way down. You don't have to know. Figure it out. Or get somebody to help you. Two heads better than one. Keep in mind, continue to live life on your terms. Life has no duplicates. You've got some bigger goals that you want to achieve, and write this down. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. And I'm saying to you, don't settle. Don't settle.